Welcome to Notification Squad, the show that takes the people behind Channel Frederator, puts them in front of the camera to read your comments. My name is Cade.
I'm Alyssa, and today we're talking about the new episodes of DuckTales.
I'm a pilot.
So Cade, DuckTales is back.
Yes, it is.
I'm so excited.
Me too, and we didn't get one episode. We got two brand new episodes. Day Trip of Doom and The Great Dime Chase.
Yes.
And they were both really, really good.
I love them.
I know, I really, really like them too. But one question, where is Huey?
He was barely in either episode.
I know, he was not in The Great Dime Chase,
No.
at all. Day Trip of Doom, though, however, he was.
Yes.
And I thought that was kind of interesting because in the first full-length episode we saw, Woo is what it's called.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a Dewey episode, and a lot of it centers around him and trying to prove to Scrooge.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Huey will get his own episode?
Yeah, or at least tell us where he was.
Yeah, like you said, like maybe in the next episode Huey's gonna be like, hey guys, what's been happening?
Yeah, like, what were you doing? And it's like, oh, I was doing insert scenario here.
But I really did like that, Louis kind of had his own episode, and Scrooge was like, no, you're gonna learn the value of money.
Hard work.
It's like, oh, I need a new phone. This one's 3 months old anyway. I'm just like, what? But let's jump right into it. So the first one, Day Trip of Doom, obviously we got introduced to the Beagle Boys.
Yes. Tell us about them.
Well, you know,
you're a big fan.
Yes, they're always up to no good. They're all kind of, dimwits.
Yeah.
In this episode, we see them capture the
triplets.
Yes, the
And
triplets.
Webbies.
I almost said Quack Pack, but I know we're not calling them the Quack Pack.
No, we're not.
We saw them get captured, hoping that they can basically hold them for ransom.
Yes.
But she was just like, no, you guys are dumb.
I think my favorite thing about this episode was Webby. I
Oh,
love
she
Webby.
was so great.
Her grappling hook.
Yeah.
I mean, that's throwback to like Gravity Falls a bit.
Oh, and you know what's so funny? Like, around our office, we have so many Nerf bullets and Nerf guns. The opening to this episode reminded me of that.
Oh, yeah, the whole dart thing.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of upset we don't have our Nerf guns here right now. We can just shoot the camera. That's what we should have done for the intro. Dang it.
Dang it.
Missed opportunity.
Well.
She was like, oh, it's part of my character's backstory. He's like, what's your character's backstory? He's like,
I'm the guy with the
the gun?
And the other part of this whole episode was the whole thing between Donald and Mrs. Beakley.
I liked this a lot because Donald Duck was spot on. This is such a good representation of his character.
Yeah, because I feel like Donald Duck is always portrayed as that, like, aggressive, angry, like, high-tempered kind of duck.
So this is the misconception about him. This is
But
what
he,
I need to
really,
clear
really
up.
cares about his nephews.
Yes, hello. He's not a bad person.
He's
I don't know
not.
why people think he's just like this angry person all the time. He has bad luck, okay? That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in this episode.
Yeah.
And I just cannot stress that enough. So anytime I see Donald Duck merchandise and he looks angry, I just don't buy it. I like happy Donald Duck merchandise.
And Mrs. Beakley might be a spy.
Oh no, she's totally a spy.
A woman like her age, like with that like physical build and everything that goes on in that one mansion that's all like controlled by her, she's a spy.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I'm a spy, and they start laughing like for like too long.
So the second episode was The Great Dime Chase, and I really liked this one.
I really liked it
I think
too.
I liked it better than the first
Oh
one.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, but I like Funzo's Fun Zone.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
I really liked Funzo's Fun Zone.
But I really liked everything. Like, we got introduced to the overarching mystery of the series.
That looks like we're going to be exploring,
We got a little bit of Scrooge's backstory.
Yep.
And I don't know, there's just so many witty things that were going on that I just loved it.
What is it? Ottoman's
It's
Empire?
Empire.
Good, very good. My only complaint about the episode is I just wish Huey was with Dewey and Webby. Like, it doesn't really make sense why he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the new character that we were introduced in this episode, Gyro.
Oh yeah, Gyro.
Yeah.
I
so
loved him.
Me too. And there was actually a couple things that we noticed. One, whenever he's at the end, like scratching out, I think you saw something that I didn't even recognize.
Oh yeah, when he has like his notepad of like all the experiments that went from good to bad.
Yeah.
The top one is cogs.
I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah,
I was like, what is that?
That's a shout out to, I don't know if anybody knows, this old Disney online game called Toontown, where Gyro made these cogs to help the Toons in Toontown, and Scrooge accidentally turns them evil.
Yeah. Also on that list was Armstrong, which, is,
yeah.
as you know, is one of those robots that kind of takes over the house.
Maybe like a 2.0.
I don't know. It's funny that you mention that because they have revealed some of the episode titles for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
We've got The Beagle Birthday Massacre, Escape 2 from Atlantis, Terra from Terrafermians, which you'll know what that is, The Infernal Internship of Mark Beaks, which is also a new character they'll be introducing, The House of the Lucky Gander, and The Living Mummies of Toth Ra. That's what we have so far. So nothing about Armstrong yet, but who knows? They definitely played up the Gyro character and kind of planted some seeds that like he's gonna be
important.
Yeah.
And Launchpad, he was only in the second episode like for a second, but it was the best second ever. And then he crashed the car.
Yeah, and you were telling me that on Disney XD app.
Yeah, I was watching the 2 episodes on the Disney XD app, and they have like, you know, like small commercials, and one of them was the greatest moments of Launchpad McQuack, and there was just that moment, and then it just cuts back to, and that was the greatest moment by Launchpad. And I was like,
It's like so silly.
He's the best.
He's a pilot. He is a pilot.
In case you didn't know, he's a pilot.
Also, by the way, I did like Louis' impression of Scrooge.
Oh yeah.
Pretty spot on.
I wonder how they record, and I wonder if he did that by improvising, and David Tennant might have been in the room or something.
Oh, just like kind of standing there?
Yeah, if
That would be
not,
great.
then it would have just been funny if it was improvised.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the season, because now that we've gotten these 2 episodes, we're going to be getting new episodes pretty much every Sunday. October 3rd, 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th, which is crazy.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. So I'm excited for that. Glad to have it weekly at this point. So
Yeah.
what do you think is going to happen over the course of the season? I mean, obviously we have the huge kind of mystery of where is Della the Duck? You know, where is the mother?
Yeah, it's like this whole Gravity Falls feel for me. Like, I don't really want to compare it, but like, it's just filling that void in my heart.
Right.
But I'm very excited for this mystery, and I want to know the real connection between like the whole Duck and McDuck family.
We saw Webby's file, which is not very comprehensive, just the one photo. But she did have like pilot kind of goggles on or something, you know, so there could be something there. You know, I think they are going to draw from the original series a little bit, so I won't spoil anything if you haven't seen the original series, but I think that's probably a road they'll be going down. In terms of Della Duck, though, I have a conspiracy theory. Cartoon conspiracy.
Oh, yeah?
Huey found Della Duck, and that's where he was.
So we got some comments from you guys that are really great. They contribute to our conversation. Remember to comment in the pinned comment and on social media too. So from Facebook we got Matt Osborne who says, I think the show is okay. The humor is also okay. I will watch more of it though. I
will say that I laughed out loud literally several times.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't hold it in. I was just like, okay, that's
but
really
you gotta
funny.
remember, like, the show is on Disney XD and it's supposed to be for kids. So, like, if there's a fart joke or if there's, like, a really, like, corny joke, like, it's supposed to be for kids.
It's still funny.
But it's still funny.
it's still things that made me laugh out loud.
We got Matt Hatter, not to be confused with the
Mad Hatter.
He says, fantastic episodes, love the pace of character introduction and extended the adventure. Glad their overarching storyline started.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
and
I didn't think it was going to start so early.
I didn't either. They're just like already jumping right into it. Like I thought the premiere, like they would just tease it a little bit and then revisit it later. Yeah. But it's like literally the fourth episode. It's like, all right, we're doing this. Here we go.
That's how they draw you in.
So I think maybe like little by little at the end of every episode we'll get more pieces of information. Yeah. Anime Inspector says, love it, 9.3 out of 10, with all its fine detail and going back to its roots from the comics with a modern twist.
What about that
0.7%?
I mean, we've been talking about that a lot on our videos, that it's based off of not just the original DuckTales series, but also the
comics.
Scrooge McDuck comics.
Yeah, and it definitely has that kind of like comic booky art style, so I don't know. I love the show and I think it's great.
So thank you so much for all of your comments, and if you want to be featured in next week's episode, go to the pinned comment and comment your thoughts and opinions about Rick and Morty Season 3, because that's what we're talking about.
Moving on to the next segment, which is Notification Squad, the name of the show, the name of the segment. Alyssa, how do you become a part of the Notification Squad?
Well, you go to our channel, you hit subscribe if you haven't, and then you click the bell icon, and then you'll get an email in your email telling you that we uploaded a video.
Well, I hope you get an email, not a real mail.
Yeah.
Or a snail mail.
That's the longest notification ever.
Cool.
Someone uploaded a video 3 weeks ago.
Snail mail. First, they write back on a postcard. That's great. So we have some comments from our channel. First one comes from our Disney Dark Secrets, all about Frozen. The comment comes in from Magnu Magnus. Says, kind of wish we'd gotten something a bit more faithful to the original. Well, they wouldn't be Disney Dark Secrets if that were the case, to be honest. But like some of the fairy tales that they pull from are very dark. And just, I don't think Disney would be making the movies if that were the...
Sometimes it's like they're not just dark, but they're like weird. Like, why is this happening? Like, why did the character like kiss the reindeer?
Well, yeah, it's just like the stories don't really hold up, you know?
Frozen's, to me, when I first saw it, was really good. You know, after you repeatedly hear about it, you're like, but you know,
Yeah.
Maybe the story gets weirder over time too.
Moana's better.
So from the OKKO Cartoon Conspiracy featuring a new guest host, Akeem, we got the round table who says #Akeem for Cartoon Conspiracy. Winky face.
Winky face. That's right. Check out the Cartoon Conspiracy if you haven't seen it already. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be having a bunch of new hosts that we're sort of testing out, and we would love for you guys to give all the support that you can for them. Alyssa is here today because of that, of last year.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you see Jacob all the time as well. So we're really, really excited to have new talent on the channel.
So every week, Cade, we give someone a badge because they're the Notification Squad leader. So who's the Notification Squad leader this week?
It is Tom Batchelor.
Yay!
Yes. He commented on our Notification Squad Adventure Time episode a lot. And he was so enthusiastic. And one of my favorites from his group of comments was, Notification Squad, what time is it?
It's Notification Squad time.
It's Notification Squad time. Yes, it is. So congratulations, Tom. You get a badge. Nice. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Notification Squad. Remember, if you want to be part of next week's discussion, comment in the pinned comment down below because we're talking all about Rick and Morty Season 3.
And we want to hear your voices, so call 917-408-FRED and leave a voicemail reading our schedule in under 17 seconds during the end screen. But where can you find the schedule? Well, go to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Tumblr pages because we will be posting it there.
And remember, Frederator loves you.
Next week's schedule: Monday, more Rick and Morty references. Tuesday, 7 more DuckTales back. Wednesday, Disney Dark Secrets Cinderella. Thursday, a Rick and Morty series. Friday, 107 more We Bear Bear facts. Saturday, Steven Universe references. This is Moon, and goodbye.